Bloxy is a classroom screen monitoring software and K-12 web filter. This powerful cloud-based solution empowers teachers and administrators to monitor and control access to content on district-provided Chromebooks. But did you know that this tool can also be used by parents when students are out of school on their own network? The best part is you don't need a degree in computer science to use it. In this tutorial, we'll help you set up Bloxy and manage your students' computer use. First, navigate to Bloxy.net. Click the drop-down menu next to the Sign In as Teacher. Select Parent or Guardian. Here you can log in using your personally created email and password or using your Google account. If you haven't yet set up an account, you click the Register Here button. You can now fill in your details to sign up or utilize your existing Google account. It is very important to use the same email address the district has on file in your contact information. Your students are rostered through that email address. Failure to use the same email address will result in a parent dashboard registration are disabled message similar to this one. Your student emails should also be the ones created by the district, ending in an @wsdstudent.net. If you are unsure of your parent or guardian contact information, log in to PowerSchool. Once you are logged in, you will see the dashboard. The dashboard is where you will see your list of students. If you would like to change the language of your dashboard, click the account in the upper right-hand corner. Click Settings and adjust to the preferred language. In the first window, you will see the recent stats that include all URLs blocked at the top and total viewed below. On the left side, you will see the menu. The main menu can be collapsed or hidden and revealed using the three-line button at the top of the page. It is recommended that you set your current time zone. For those residing in our district, we are in the U.S. Mountain Zone. For now, we'll focus on the Users table. The Users table will contain a list of each student's status, email, name, access time control setting, exceptions list applied, if the internet is paused, student filtering and login status, and parent restriction status. Let's look at each one. The student status is determined by the system recognizing the student's email. Validated means that the school recognizes the student and guardian email addresses. If it says waiting for validation, Bloxy is waiting for system recognition. Please check contact information in PowerSchool. The next column to look at is the access time control. Here you can see what limitations are applied. You can select the drop-down and choose one of your created access time control settings. We will learn more about setting up the access time control later. Notice, if you click on the Apply to All, it will apply any changes made to one to all of them. Next, there is the exception list. Once you create a list of blocked pages, you can turn the list on by selecting it through the drop-down menu. We will look at creating an exception list later. Here you can pause the internet by clicking the toggle button. Red represents the internet is now disabled. Student filtering and logging is enabled by the district and you will see its status here. Parent restrictions will show the status of not ready or inactive, meaning it's still during school hours, and active, meaning parent restrictions are being enforced. Now we will start by looking at each element in the menu individually. The exception list. Navigate to the exception list. Here you can edit your exception lists. Keep in mind, websites that are blocked by the district will continue to be blocked. You are just adding to what is currently blocked. If you have no lists, you can start by creating a new one. Add a list name in the Enter List Name field and click Create List. Once the list has been added, you can click the pencil to edit what is blocked. Here you can add the URL you'd like to be blocked. For example, the district allows some videos from YouTube to be accessed. If you would like to block all of YouTube, you can add the web address here. Keep in mind, many courses use YouTube, and this will block content that they may need during coursework. You can continue to add sites as you deem appropriate. You do not have to block sites that are already blocked in the district. Return to the dashboard to select an exception list to be applied. Access time control. Access time control is where a parent can set specific provisions for their students. An example would be setting up times that a Chromebook should be shut off. For this example, time limits are set for an elementary student. A parent may have different restrictions for, say, a high school student. You can create a new filter by typing the name in here and clicking the Create Access Time Control button. Once created, you can click on the pencil to edit. You can also click the 2 pages to duplicate a filter or the trash can to delete it. Click on the pencil to view and edit the filter. Here you will see options across the top. The 2 main ones you will edit are the bedtime and YouTube. There are more categories available, such as streaming, gaming, social media, and Google Games. You do not need to edit these categories as our system already has all of these elements filtered. If you see a particular website that your student is using that you'd like blocked, use the exception list to filter it out. Select the category you'd like to filter. Bedtime will allow you to shut down the Chromebook at certain times. The grid is laid out by days of the week, with numbers representing times based on a 24-hour clock, military time. The first block would be the midnight hour with 1 o'clock and 2 o'clock a.m., so on until 11 o'clock p.m. or the 23rd hour. Keep in mind that this will not impact school hours. This is managed by a student being on the school network and checked into a class. You can manage your student using this over holidays or days they are not attending school, along with evenings and weekends. To block a time period out, you can select the grid that corresponds with the day of the week and time. To remove a block time, select it again. Change the category at the top and follow the same process. Return to the dashboard to assign the access time control by clicking on the drop-down and applying the filter. Navigate to areas of concern to see if there are any issues to look at. You can change the time frame from the last 24 hours to see a bigger picture. You can look at the different areas of student interaction. Insights. To really see a good picture of what a student is doing, navigate to the Insights section. Here you will see which student you are currently viewing, their most popular websites, categories, and search engine queries. To change users, use the Users window and select a student. Click the top bar Web Analytics to change to YouTube Analytics, Logs, or to download a report. Using the options on the right, you can click to filter the logs, refresh, or change the time frame. Click the return arrow at the top left to return to the main menu. Reports. On the Reports page, you can create a custom report by clicking the Create Report button. Give the report a name, set the report interval, and add an email address. You can edit or remove the report by clicking on it and making changes, or delete it using the Delete Report button. Here you can see any saved reports. Using Bloxy is a great way to monitor and restrict your students' use of Chromebooks in your home.